name and your father's name. These are the ones. Why do you call it Christian? What makes it the Christian name? It's a foreigner's name. It's not Christian. It's a foreigner's name. You had your name, which was given to you based on either an event or something. Yes. So this is our story. You read Isaka, is laughter. I'm not going to now. Now you are just Isaac in here. Just Isaac in. What are you Isaac in about? You know, this is our story. You go to any Bantu, Zulu, they'll tell you Iseka. The agreement with you between you and the manufacturer is that this car uses petrol or diesel. You don't go put juice. Yeah. Right? So you don't go to your car to the petrol station, then tell the attendant, put mango juice.
Greetings, members of the public. What do you do with that man who gives you excellence every time he shows up? That's exactly what I've been doing. Each and every time that I show up, I give you excellence. I source for the best and the best of talent to ensure that you get that information in the best way. I'm lucky today to have Nicholus Mutavi, a man who has traveled and traversed the world. He has, call it China, call it the polar region, call it Egypt, every part of the world, to get all this information that we are about to speak to you about. And by the way, what do I have on my shelf? Nicholus Mutavi has authored a book, and that is Sinai, Africa. This is a great read, and I know we are going to have a great conversation. So, Nicholus Mutavi, welcome. This is RIBA SASA show, where we offer organic conversations and we offer it in excellence. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Delighted to be here, but I'm also very grateful for this opportunity. I don't take it lightly.
Sure.
And I think what you guys are doing, giving people information and conversations that need to be in people's spaces, is a very good idea. And I say, keep doing what you're doing. You're going places.
Okay. So Nicholus Mutavi would have wished so much for you to just walk us through this Sinai in Africa. So, is it Mount Sinai? Is it what? Is it another Bible, another part of the Bible? Are you becoming a Moses?
That's a very interesting question.
Yes, sure.
But to put it into context, let me put it this way. Africans have never had the space or the opportunity to sit on the table to discuss things that affect them.
Oh, sure.
They've never had the space. So we've never had a seat on the table.
Yes.
Now we are creating not just the table. This time we are owning the land. We are owning the building.
You own the space where the table is.
Yes, we are bringing the table, the house.
Yes.
This is our time. We don't need to be told what to do. We don't need permission anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, it's our time.
Yeah.
So when we talk about Africa giving their own, like I say in my book, a lion story will only be told if the lion has a historian. That's Chinua Achebe who said that.
Yeah, right? Sure.
So the story of the lion is only told when the lion has a historian.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'll always hear the side of the hunter. And that's what Africa has been.
Yes.
We never got a chance to tell our story.
Our own story.
No, never.
What we went through with colonizations and
colonization, religiously. We were just given, right?
These things were given to us.
Yes, and we are not given. In Swahili, we say tafadhali.
Yeah, we did not consent to it.
Yes, no, it was pushed down to us.
Okay.
So we never got a chance to be able to express ourselves, to able to discover for ourselves. So I say that in the context of why Sinai in Africa?
Yes.
Because
I'm really interested to know that. Why Sinai in Africa?
Why Sinai in Africa? Because the Africans are never included in the discussion of this Bible story. Because everything has been painted as a foreigner. We have a white Jesus. Right? But we are black people. We go to pilgrimages in other people's foreign lands, not our lands.
Yeah, sure.
We can't see ourselves in the story.
Yes.
But we are meant to believe the story.
Yeah.
Africa has a population of about 1.4 billion, 1.5 billion people.
Those are quite a bit.
And in Kenya, we are
Yes.
about 82% Christian,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So who tells our story? Why do we need permission to figure out that are we the people in our story?
Okay.
So it's important to have these discussions so that we are able now to put into context who we are. We see ourselves in the story, and also we get a picture of why it matters.
Okay.
When we see ourselves in the story, then we can be able to understand this is our story.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's exactly what you are doing with these books. You are trying to give the African story.
Yes.
Okay. Give us a synopsis of maybe what the entire book actually highlights.
Okay.
Maybe
So
in points.
when you hear about Sinai, Mount Sinai, it's always associated with outside or the Middle Eastern part. And the whole story of the Bible, whether it's the Exodus, Jesus, and the rest, have always been portrayed from a Middle Eastern perspective. We don't see Africans in the story. But when you read the story without the names, when you look at the culture, when you look at what is being said culturally, you can see our people, you can see our culture.
Yes.
Nobody calls someone by the name Isaac, means laughter.
Yes.
You don't call someone and say, you've been Isaacing. You've been
Isaac
laughing.
means laughter.
Isaac, yeah, you don't say you Isaac. Right?
So Isaac means laughter. That is what
Isaac
it is.
means laughter, right?
Does Africans know that?
Yeah, we know it because in our languages we say, like in the Bantu, Iveka. So when you speak it, it makes sense.
So Iveka, you mean that?
Yeah,
Kideka.
Iseka,
You have ever
Iveka.
heard that somebody called
Yeah,
Kideka?
Kideka, yeah.
Kideka means Isaac.
No, there's someone which means like land. Kideka means land. Iseka means laughter.
Okay.
And these are like languages we know, right? So there's no way you'll be talking to someone and say, that guy cracked a joke and I Isaaced. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, right? So these things, the math must math, right?
Yeah, sure.
So you see these names and you start seeing it doesn't make sense. So you start interrogating slowly by slowly, and then it starts to piece together that there's something not adding up. So basically, when you read the context of religion in Africa, when you read about the Bible, the setting has been set in a foreign land. But the actual land is here. But we do not want to tell people it's here.
The story of the Bible happened right here in Africa.
In Africa.
Tell us about that.
In Africa.
Tell us about that.
But you need to give people context. You need to give people proof, evidence.
Yeah, that is actually happening.
Yeah, you need to give people proof, not just to speak. So when you look at the Bible itself as a text, it gives you a list of things, what I call in the book Sinai criteria. Basically, the Bible outlines things that you can look at and identify. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
If you say you're going for a trip, correct? And you go for a trip from here to Mombasa, as an example, right? You have to know where you're starting, where you're ending. Then there'll be a stopover. Maybe you stop at Voi to get some refreshments or lunch, right? So what they are telling us is that this whole story happened, but when you look at those stopovers, they don't add up. Why do I say they don't add up? In the entire Sinai Peninsula, as an example, where the Middle East, where you have the Sinai mountain and things like that, they've never found any archaeological evidence, to support these people who are like 2 million. If you go for camping today, you will leave some things on the ground. You will sleep, right? So these guys were
there's
cooking.
Something you'll spend the night. There's some blueprint.
Yeah, but it's funny because as Christians, we are used to going to church because it's a lecture. It's not a teaching. When you are teaching someone or mentoring someone, that person has an opportunity to ask you questions where they do not understand, so that you can elaborate. So we don't have that because it's it's a bottom-up kind of scenario. I mean, a top-down scenario where the preacher comes, tells you this, you take it and leave. You don't have you don't have an interaction opportunity. So that's the catch here. So when you start interacting with the scriptures, it gives you things that you can identify, that you can place. This is not making sense. This does not make sense in this category. So you look at the African culture, you look at the land. You know, you can't move a mountain. You can't move a mountain. You can't take it and pocket it. So God left clues for us to find. So we have to go look at these clues and realize where they come in.
Okay, let's just hold it for them to stop this. It's like music imerudishwa.
So when you look at the story of the Bible, whether it's the patriarchs like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you start noticing culture. So they might have taken the books away, but our languages remain, our culture remains, right? So there are things which people can change, but the land does not lie. You cannot move a mountain, right? So there are things that remain on the ground that will be evidence, tangible evidence. So one of the things that we have been unfortunate is that we accepted as it is, but never questioned. Never looked at it. Why doesn't it make sense? For example, when you hear Samson fought lions, David fought lions, do you find lions in Australia? Do you find lions in Europe? Right? Right? Do you get? So,
but there are no lions in those areas.
So if this was back then, when were the guns designed? How were they killing the animals? How are they fighting the lions? What were they using? It's not like you see like Exodus somewhere, Moses takes out or Samson takes a gun, shoots the lion. You know, those things must make sense to us. But here you come to Kenya, you go to Tanzania, the Maasai still fight lions, right? They still fight the lions. So you have to ask yourself this question.
Yes,
right?
sure.
And then you go, okay, let's look at our naming, for example. The way I told you Isaac.
Yes.
We never had 3 names. Africans only had your name and your father's name. These other ones, why do you call it Christian? What makes it the Christian name? It's a foreigner's name. It's not Christian. It's a foreigner's name. You had your name, which was given to you based on either an event or something, right?
Yes.
And then you had your father's name. So when you look at the Bible, it's culture. It's our culture. Jacob, son of Isaac. You don't hear Jacob Matthew, son of Isaac. Is it making sense?
Yeah, sure.
Right? So we have to look at these things and then, okay, another one. Moses goes to the mountain and then he tells them, these are the animals not to eat and these are the animals to eat. Correct?
Yes.
So if these are the animals to eat, these guys were getting their message from where? How do they know these animals if they don't see them? So you will be looking like you are a hunter there with an arrow and then you're waiting for WhatsApp to see this is the animal I'm supposed to eat, I'm supposed to hunt. It doesn't make sense. So the hoof, it means it must be on the ground. So how is a hoof print left? It means the animals must support the vegetation. So even Samson, when he kills the lions, what do lions eat?
The grass.
No,
they eat antelopes.
Antelopes. What do antelopes eat? Grass. So how can you have lions? What are they eating? KFC. You know, you have to think these things and look at it. So the challenge has been, the problem started even before colonization came, right? The problem started way before the scramble of Africa. This didn't start today. When you go back to like in the Middle East where they said this is Mount Sinai, it was a lady by the name of St. Helena. She just went and said, I think this is the mountain. She didn't use anything. She didn't use any Bible references to decide this is the mountain. I'll give you another example. When you go to look for a house, for example, you want to buy a house. What do you sit down and say, I'm just going to look at houses. So you first understand where is the location. Is it near How many bedrooms do I want?
The social amenities.
Yes, social amenities. Is it a maisonette? Is it an apartment?
Yeah,
Right?
sure. Yeah.
But this now they are telling us, you just go, whatever you find, then you come, I've seen a house. Then the other person asks you, okay, is it close to a school? No. How many bedrooms is it? It's 10 bedroom. But you only need 2. So now you have to go back and start looking again at the 2 bedroom. So you have to start with the requirements.
Yes.
So that you find the locations. Not you go pick a mountain, then you fit it the way you want. You know? And then now you say, no, this fits my bill. They tell you if the mountain has smoke and fire, how do you have a mountain that gives you smoke and fire? Fire must have smoke. So it tells you this kind of mountain what it is. I mean, what kind of mountain it is.
Must have been a volcanic mountain.
Yes, such things, right? So you have to start thinking like that. You can't just say, no, it's just like this. There's no fire. There's no grass for the animals. These people were like 600,000 men. I think 603,000 when you read the scriptures.
Yes.
They had animals, right?
Yes.
And they had the wives and kids.
Yes.
So let me ask you, what do you need as a basic human need? You just think about it back then. You need water, correct? You are telling me these guys didn't, even if they were not showering, they needed water to drink. The animals need water to drink. A cow, for those who know cows, can drink 20 to 40 liters. If there are 600,000 men alone, what about the women? They need lakes to shower, to cook. So where are they getting how are they cooking their food? They need firewood, right?
Yeah.
So where is the firewood coming from? So when you start looking at these requirements, it tells you it needs a certain kind of environment.
An ecosystem.
Yes, an ecosystem that supports this. So you have to look at the ecosystem that supports it. Forget the other, like even humans first. Look at the ecosystem. Moses can't tell them these are the clean and unclean animals. Then in the unclean animals, you are told a pig. Where do you get up? It's a warthog. They're just telling you this is a warthog. Pigs have just come in the other day, right? So you have to look.
There were no pigs.
There were warthogs. These are in the wild.
Or they were in the wild.
Yes. Okay. So you start looking at this description.
Yes.
A lion, right? Yes. Then they talk about different descriptions of animals.
Yes.
So these animals, you have to look at the root meaning. So the problem we've had for a long time is that we just read as it is, and the translations have thrown us off. I give you an example. Yes. When they say wilderness, what do you think? You think dry place, desert. But the word wilderness does not mean desert.
What does it mean?
It means a place not inhabited. Think of Masai Mara. Think of Serengeti. The place that's just like, not forestish, but a place that's wild. You see, not inhabited.
Okay.
You get?
Where there are no human
settlement or habitation.
Okay.
Now, that is wilderness.
Okay.
You see, so when you go into the root meanings of these things, is when you start seeing, the math does not math. You see, so now take the wilderness. It is not a desert.
Yeah.
You see, so now another one, when they talk about sea of reeds, or then they change it to Red Sea.
Oh, the Sea of Reeds.
Yes, it's a Sea of Reeds, not Red Sea.
So it's not the same place?
No. You are told, Moses, you see Moses in the ocean, and waters separate. Correct.
That never happened?
It never happened in an ocean. Because reeds don't grow in salty water. Okay. Reeds grow in fresh water. Yes. So what are reeds doing in an ocean? They're not there. So it's not the location. How do I prove that? When you read, an example, Exodus 17 verse 5,
yes,
this is a story of where now Moses is at the rock of Horeb, and he strikes the rock to give water.
Yes.
But God tells him, you take the rod that you smote the river with. A lot of people will think Moses is the one who changed in Egypt at the time. He's the one who struck the Nile to be blood.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Moses. It was Aaron.
Is Aaron who did that?
Yeah, so what is God talking about? He's talking about a river. So the Sea of Reeds is a river.
It's not a sea.
It
A
is,
sea
you
should be an
see,
ocean or something.
Yeah, you see, when the description of sea is a large body of water, right? Now, reeds float.
Yes.
Reeds, you have land masses that float. You see, we have not paid attention to the details. So when we pay attention to the details, we start seeing these things. The same way now, I'm telling you, it wasn't Aaron, it wasn't Moses who struck the Egyptian river during the plagues to blood. It was Aaron. But most people will always think it was Moses. You see, God confirms it in Exodus. Again, it is repeated in Isaiah 11, verse 15 to 16 there. But people need to fact check these things. So what this book does is that it gives you evidence step by step. It tells you when did this story begin. And then you ask yourself, have we been lied for so long? It's so difficult to accept because in Swahili you say mtu amekubeba ufala.
Na unakuja unanotice huyu mzae alikuwa ananibeba ufala.
Ananibeba ufala. So now we were educated believing Jesus is white.
Is he not?
He's not white. It says in Matthew 1:1, it tells you in Revelation 12, he had woolly hair. Who has woolly hair?
Kama hizi zangu tu hizi.
Still wire. So is it who is lying? Is it God who's lying? Ama people who are lying? Woolly hair. Woolly hair ni kama
or they describe Jesus to be having
woolly even hair. God is described.
Okay.
So if you have woolly hair, hair goes with your environment.
Most you say that is what verse?
It's you find it in Revelation 12. You find it in Daniel.
Okay.
Right? Yes. And also you find the genealogy of Jesus in Matthew 1:1. It gives you from Abraham to David to Jesus. Okay. So when you read even Song of Songs, right? Yes. Solomon is a son of David. Correct?
Yes.
King Solomon is a son of David.
Yes.
He's described there having like dreads. Where are these getting these dreads from? He's said he's black. Where are they getting the if he's black, his father is what? His father is black. Right?
They're not crossbreeding during that time.
How?
Hawa pointi labda.
Wapi? What about malaria peke yake? Wacha lions. Back in those days. How will they survive? Pointi mgani kutoka wapi? They tells you the hair. Hair goes with environments.
Yes.
So that is why you see things like when our women make the hair to be straight, they have to use a blow dryer. But when it's normal, the heat, it acts like a shock absorber. So the heat doesn't penetrate to your head, the sun rays, which are harmful. That's why. So you get to control your atmosphere with your head because the heat is not dissipating to your head, to your scalp. Okay. So those are small things. So the hair describes. Solomon is described as black. I didn't write it. You didn't write it. It is there.
He's described as black.
Black. Even
Maybe.
it has.
That is in the Bible.
Yes, Song of Songs.
Maybe.
You just read Song of Songs. It's there. It is there. Black. It even says he has dreads. Right. You go to Matthew.
Maybe you can just give us a verse that will.
I'll give you just now. But when you look at even the description of Jesus in Revelation 12,
yes,
it tells you woolly hair.
Yes, he had
woolly hair.
Okay.
And right now you can just Google woolly hair. Google has AI. You don't have to wait for a preacher to tell you woolly hair.
Our technicians here.
Yeah, they will tell you which
Google
verse is it.
Hair.
There's Daniel, there's Revelation.
Yes.
Right? So you see, woolly hair is only us.
Yes, only us.
So what are
us
they
Africans?
Yes. We only have the ones who have woolly hair.
Okay.
The other hair is straight. Right? So if this is describing Jesus, now let's go back because Jesus came from the line of David back to Abraham.
Yes.
Now we go to Abraham, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Then we go to Jacob. Jacob was in Egypt. So where is Egypt? Which continent is Egypt? It's in Africa, correct? So if they were coming from Egypt, Where are they going? They are going where? So when do you start looking at where they're going? The first time before the exodus of Moses is Abraham. Abraham went down to Egypt. It says he went down to Egypt. Then when the Pharaoh of the time wanted to take his wife Sarah, they were told to come out and go up out of Egypt. Now, most of us don't understand the geography of Egypt. They see when you are told up as if you are going to Europe.
Yes.
But Egypt was divided into two. Lower Egypt, which is closer to the Mediterranean, and Upper Egypt, which came up to Nubia, South Sudan.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now, what is the life source of Egypt? It's the Nile. So when I tell you you're going up, you're going upstream against the flow of the Nile. The river flows downwards, like from East Africa here, from Uganda, all the way down to Egypt. So Egypt is lower in elevation than Kenya, Uganda. That is why the dam in Ethiopia is where it is, because the water is flowing down. The source of the Nile is within East Africa.
Yes.
They say it's Ginger or somewhere
Is
there
it
in Uganda.
not Lake Victoria?
Yeah, somewhere like Victoria.
Yes.
Right? But that can be confirmed. So they are coming upstream, up out of Egypt. It is up.
So specifically where now are they?
Coming up out of Egypt through East Africa.
Yes.
Now, they were going where? They were going to South Africa. In the Western Cape of South Africa is where you find Abraham had settled. It's a place. You can Google it. It's called Mamre. Now, why were they going there, first of all? Because Abraham had already buried Sarah there. Right? Jacob had been buried by Joseph and his brothers when they left. Right? So they were leaving to take the bodies of their ancestors. Right? It is the same way you take your grandfather to go bury him when he's dead. He's left his ancestral land. So you go bury them.
Yes.
Right? Your other folks are buried in the same land. So they were leaving that to go bury their ancestors now, the 12 sons of Jacob, Levi, Judah, Simeon, and all those guys. They were carrying their bones out of Egypt. So they were going down there.
Yes.
Not this other side. Another example. When you look at the Middle East where they say Mount Sinai and that area, there is a stone tablet. There is a place called Serabit al-Kadim. It is not so far from where the current, what they call Sinai is in Egypt, is what is the Sinai Peninsula area. That area has stones with writings of the Egyptians. If they were coming out of Egypt, why would they go into Egyptian territory? Does it make sense? It is like if you're in the house and I tell you, come out of the house, and you have a kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, and then I call you, you tell me, I'm out of the house, but you're in the bedroom. How does it make sense? You see?
You're in another part of the house.
Yes. So, yeah, you're just in the same house.
So
this is what they are telling you to believe. They're telling you to believe this. And because there is where they used to mine turquoise. Turquoise is that the stones that it looks actually like that. That bluish, lightish color. That is what the Egyptians used to use. Right? In their ornaments, even in their tombs. You see it. So if that land is still part of Egypt, how are they out of Egypt? You see, these are the questions that we were not taught to think and ask. So the story was taken from us. And how was it taken? When the missionaries came, they were the first ones to come here from Dr. Kraft. Then those guys in the 1840s. Then they gave the guys of Scramble for Africa. These are the maps. So you guys, now let's decide where we are going to take. You take Kenya, you take Congo. You decide and take. The same time the missionaries came. If you look at Kenya, for example, We have Scott Theological College. We have other colleges that were settled in Kenya. Those guys came in 1895. Time. That's the same time as Scramble for Africa. Then they come teach you what? They tell you Jesus is white, but you are black. So how come only Africa, we don't have our God? When they came, we didn't have our God. We didn't have our culture. We didn't have our languages. Then they tell you, no. This is how you're going to tell time. This is how you're going to tell days. But Kiswahili was here before the white man came. Our languages were here before the white man came. Correct?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, in Swahili, which was here before English came, what is the first, what do you say, the first hour of the day?
Saa moja.
So what is that, moja? It is one.
It's one, yeah.
So how do you write it?
Technically one.
So is your clock showing 1 or does it write 7?
It writes 7.
So where is the 7 coming from? Do you see now modern witchcraft? Because how does 1 become
transition
7?
to 7, yes.
Yes, because it's the first hour of the day.
Yes.
The same as night. It's the first hour of the night. So you tell that we are not paying attention to the details. The same thing happens to days of the week. Sunday we call it what? Juma Pil.
Jumapili, yeah.
So Pil is 2.
Yeah.
So how is that the first day?
How was that changed?
how is that the first day?
I would have wished to understand how it
You see
transitioned
now how
from the first day to Jumapili.
So how does midnight become the starting of the day? It is in the middle of the night.
Yes.
How does it start of the day?
I would wish to understand.
But we have the things that tell us when the day starts. It's the sun. The sun doesn't change. It doesn't care whether you are minister, president,
Yes.
or whoever.
Yes.
The sun will come the
ends
time.
and starts at
Yes,
that. Yeah.
that is the sign. We tell time with. We didn't create it. It's been there before us. So who gives you the right to change the time of the day? To say when the sun starts? To say which day is which day? Right? But we have never questioned it as Africans because we were never given a seat at the table to say when they are discussing which is this, we were not there. They just came and said, okay, you've ordered for pizza. Okay, I'll give you githeri and you take it.
Yes.
But that's what you ordered. You didn't even have an opportunity to say, I didn't want this. Right? So we never had. Then how did they implement it? By education system. We were taught Jesus is white. We were told Moses passed through an ocean. And the movies showed us.
Yes.
He did like this and then we passed through an ocean.
Yes.
But when you read the scriptures, it tells you exactly. So we have to investigate these things, not because of ourselves, but we are miseducating our generation.
Sure.
The next generation. How much does a lie cost? Or how much is the cost of regret? It's an entire generation. And why is this conversation difficult? Because it feels like you are fighting yourself. Because you've been raised by your parents. They took you here, they went to church, they took you, this is the truth. But now the pastor is wondering how will he start this conversation because he feels like he's been lying to the world. But it's not a difficult conversation if you want to face the truth.
Yes.
Than live a lie. So imagine now Kenya's population. In 1948, Kenya's population was 5.4 million. The first census. Before that, the Mzungu did a head count in 1897. We were like 2.5 million. So the first census
The
was
entire country.
Yes, it was just a head count, not detailed. So in 1948 is when we had our first census. 5.4 million.
1998.
1948.
1948, okay.
We were 5.4 million. We are roughly 55 million in this country today.
Okay, yeah.
Roughly estimate. It's not roughly, right? This is 78 years after we got our independence. I mean, 78 years from 1948, right? Then we got our independence in 1963, right? So the education system kicked in. But we inherited what? The British curriculum. What the British gave us? up to a certain point, people were not allowed to uproot coffee. We still live with those rules. So when we start questioning and for other people to look at it, because this is just one step. When you start questioning, think of the possibilities. I want you to see the possibilities yourself, right? Think of tourism. How much money we are losing because we haven't paid attention to this. These guys of the Exodus passed through Kenya. When you open the book on page 70, it gives you a map.
Page 7.
70.
70.
Right? It gives you a map. These guys came through Baringo, Turkana. This is our place. So where are they finding? If you go to the museums here, you will see they are doing excavations, archaeological work in Baringo. They have got things in places like Turkana.
Yes.
Archaeological findings, scientific. It backs up what we are talking about. So it is not stories.
Yes.
We don't want stories. We want proof. We want receipts. I call them receipts. If you're not showing me the proof, you're just lying to me.
Yeah.
And Kenyans and the whole world is tired of the lies. We want someone who just tells us the truth. This is it. This is what's happening here. So how do you explain Samson? How do you explain David, lions? You see those things? These things come back to our natural environment. Moses didn't have a screen when he was teaching these guys like the way we have now. You are supposed to hunt this and this. He was telling them, when you see the hoof print, that's how you know the difference of which animal to hunt for or not. Because these guys were hunters, right?
Yeah.
So you have to see the footprint. That footprint of that animal exists in an ecosystem. It is eating something. If it is grass, it needs to drink water. It is being hunted. Lion is not the only one. See the leopards.
Yeah.
Lions don't live alone. There is the hyenas. Where you find lions, you'll find the hyenas, right? So the hyenas must be there. What do hyenas do? Hyenas are the garbage collectors and disposers. So coming back, we have to start investigating these things. What I've done in this book is to save you time.
Yes.
And for you to have that conversation and look. And what else have I done? I've given you maps in this book. There are maps from 1660, 1675, telling you some of these places.
Yes.
There's a map of 1800, 1840s.
Yes.
The Germans documented Mount Sinai in 1800.
Oh, okay. And it is not the mountains, Mount Sinai, we are told as Mount Sinai.
That mountain there is fake. Imagine how many people have gone, including my own parent. She went there. But then she came back and told me, how come the land is so small and they have to import soil? Is God lying when he says he'll multiply these people? There'll be the sand of this, sand of the sea. If you go to Mombasa, the sand of this ocean is different from the sand of the river. The river sand is a bit more, but when you get sand of the sea or the ocean, it is very fine. So it tells you these people will be so many. So many.
Did he necessarily mean those people?
Yeah.
What did he mean?
And then how can you be so many and then you're given such a small land? You see? So when you start adding these things up, when you start adding the animals, right? When you start adding the land, the population, the criteria, the mountain, it smokes. Where they smoke, there's what? There's fire.
There is fire.
So how can you tell me there was fire, there's no smoke? And it describes to you, this fire came out like a chimney. The smoke is going up.
Yes.
So if you don't know how a chimney looks like, just imagine a guy who smokes, right? So for you to smoke and puff out, you must have a chamber. You're telling me you don't have lungs.
Yeah,
so how is the smoke
that heat
coming?
is absorbed somewhere?
Yes, you must have a chamber, right? So these are the things we have to start thinking about. Curriculums, changing our curriculums. You even and you know why it's so difficult? they told us that God is white.
Mm.
So you to correct or to stand up to this guy who's
Yes.
saying Jesus is, you're saying like you're now going against God. You see how psychologically,
Yeah, because even right now, I was
Yeah.
already feeling like you're going against
yeah,
our maker.
you see, now and then now you're told you umekuwa heretic, you become a label even anti-Semitic,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
But God is the one who said these are the how do we know Africans are the people? What do we look at? We look at Deuteronomy 28,
Okay.
right? This is the first place we look at, Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy 28.
Yes. Why do we look at Deuteronomy 28? It describes the people who were promised what will happen if they don't listen. They were told they will be enslaved, right?
Yes.
They will be tied up in chains. They will be sold, right? Which people have been enslaved, tied up, sold, colonized, speak a foreign tongue.
So the Bible is talking about us.
Yes, it's just very clear. Who has been colonized? Who speaks a foreign tongue? English is not our language.
So it did not mean that those Israelites in Egypt who went and got enslaved.
You see, that's a different period, right? After this is because this is now Moses telling them after they are out of Egypt. So this is they're already out of Egypt. They're now in the land and they're being given these laws. And the way people think about it, they need to think about it this way. The same way we have a constitution, right? In order for you to enjoy the benefits of the land, you need the constitution because it protects you, because it's the law. So when a country there are no laws, someone will come and say, this is my land.
Yes.
How do you?
There's no predictable pathways of resolving the dispute.
So if someone does something against you, there are mechanisms to address those things. So they were given the law before they got into the land. The same way you enter into a company and the employee and they tell you these are our policies.
Yes.
Right?
That you have to adhere to.
Yes. Or when you sign a contract, these are the terms and conditions.
Yes.
So now they are being given these terms and conditions. And if people observe those terms and conditions, then they do what? They enjoy the benefits.
Yes.
But first you have to understand you are the people being talked about. If you don't know, you're the person who's being talked about. This book, even the Bible can't relate. Europe has its pilgrimage, right? They go to Vatican and etc. China, they have theirs, right? In Middle East, they have their pilgrimage. How come an continent, Africans, we are going to someone else's land? We didn't have God. You see? So we are taking our money to go pray.
And worship somebody else as God.
So yeah, where is our God? Then you're going to pray to the God who looks like the same colonizer. So I can't beat you up, right? I can't steal your land. I take your resources, but then I tell you, this is a good God. This one is the one you should worship.
Yes.
I mean, they're like, these guys are. This is why
a big problem.
But when you look at that guy who's called Jesus, he's a son of Mpango Wakando, of the Pope.
What are you talking about?
Yes, he's called Caesar Borgia. The guy you call Jesus.
Journey me through this. What's up?
So, right? So
Nick, what are you talking about, man?
Then the guy you see painted as Jesus.
Yes.
When you research about him,
now that actor, the
character you see with the long hair and white and this white dude who's been portrayed everywhere and made statues of, right? This guy is the son of a pope, but Mpango Wakando, who got through not from the wife. His name is Caesar Borgia.
Popes don't get married.
Now you see, when you start looking into that. So he was just taking that, and then he said, okay, now there's a photo shoot here. Come, let's take a photo shoot. Then we'll give people to think to think this is their God. Then they put it out. Then it comes to our school education system. And then now we start making sculptures. Right?
Yeah.
But that is not God.
Okay.
So now if I take this bottle and then I tell you, this is the image of God. Right? Then I make this bottle and then I tell you to pray at this bottle.
Yes.
That is exactly what they're doing.
Okay. So through social engineering, we were made to
Yes.
believe that this actually is the
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes, and that is a representation of God. Right? Because
Okay.
Jesus is the Son of God. Right?
Yes.
So that is a representation of who we believe God to be. So the colonizer, when you tell him, you are afraid to tell him no. Because now you are like telling
God no. Yeah, you are denying God.
Yeah, you see, even if it's not the same Jesus, if it's just another white guy who's in your and doing something wrong, you have that fear instilled in you because you think he's God.
You just think that they are superior.
Yes, but they're not.
Okay.
They're not. And you see, what they fear more is when you wake up, when Africans wake up to realize who they are. Because once you understand your power, nobody can take away from you. And once you understand, we've been designed to compete. We've been designed, our education system is being designed to compete. Right? We are not looking at take an example, a bird. You go out here, you see a bird, right? Does that bird compete to be a dog to bark?
Not at all.
So what is the bird doing? It's busy doing bad stuff, like flying, getting
going
meat,
about
right?
its business. It doesn't even mind.
So it doesn't mind the dog,
care,
right? So is the dog competing to be a fish, or the fish competing to be a monkey?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
So because you don't know who you are, you're conditioned to compete, right?
Yeah.
And then when you're conditioned to compete, what happens? You leave your lane. You stop being a bird, you start being a dog.
Yeah.
You live your entire life as a dog.
Yes.
But you're a bird. So you never get to know how it feels when you fly in the sky. Right? You're busy
busy down here barking and
you're not even a dog.
You're not even barking the right way.
Yes. You see. So that social conditioning is what has been passed down. So our education system, instead of looking at what are your gifts, it is a gift. I bring you, I've given you a gift.
Yes.
Right? So when you don't use it, the gift is there. Doesn't mean the gift is gone. It is still there, but
It's your gift.
Yes, it's your gift. But you need to wake up and use your gift. If it's a jacket, you need to wear it.
Yeah.
If it's your shoe, wear the shoe. So once we start picking up these conversations, they're difficult because it feels like you are fighting yourself or fighting your parents because they taught you to go to church. Church is good.
Yes.
Right? But what was implied there was where we started losing. Church is not bad. And I'm not saying the pastors are bad. The pastors inherited a teaching. And not all pastors are bad. Not all humans are bad. There are people there who are doing the right thing.
Yes.
So how do we wake up from this slumber? We look at what is it that we are supposed to do? What are the terms and conditions? Because this, what you call the Bible, is just like our constitution.
Yes.
Right? It's a legal agreement. Like right now, if I have a legal agreement with you, I say you are supposed to bring me 10 crates of soda. Right? You're supposed to bring me these 10 crates on Friday. Right?
At this time.
Yes. The same way, if you buy a car, there is no like the agreement with you between you and the manufacturer is that this car uses petrol or diesel. You don't go put juice. Right? So you don't go to your car to the petrol station, then tell the attendant, put mango juice.
Yeah.
You see, it will you will spoil the car. Right? The same way now, instead of electricity you switch on, you go put wires there. See, you're the one to be electrocuted.
Yeah, sure.
The same electricity powers us.
Yeah.
But it can also kill you. So what is happening right now in the world for the past 100 years or so, the Africans haven't read the terms and conditions. of what is supposed, because they don't know who they are first. So they don't think it applies to them. They can't see themselves in the story. But once you find yourself in the story, you understand we were the ones who are colonized. That's a foreign language. They took our land. It's not a lie.
That is true.
See, we still have farms for the colonizers in Kenya. You look at South Africa, it's predominantly 70% owned by foreigners, white land, right? The same now, minerals, you look at Congo, the war. So until we start having those discussions, and we are not saying we fight people, no. We are saying, I need to know first of all who I am, and I need to know what the contract says.
Yes.
If the contract says put fuel, petrol, don't go put mango juice.
Yeah.
Right? You don't go there and say, now give me avocado. And then you struggle your entire life figuring, why is this thing not working? Is it the car problem? Is it now? And then you start saying, no, this is Satan. Shetani ameniita.
You look for scapegoat.
When you put your car,
Yes.
mango juice, Shetani ameifanya nini na petrol? Surely.
There is no way it's you actually spoiling your vehicle.
Then you take a fish and you're telling that fish now, out of the water, you climb that tree. I'm going to mark you how good you are to climb the tree.
Instead of examining them through swimming,
yes,
and
now
rating them through
you're
that.
now asking, why is this fish not be able to climb this tree? But the fish hasn't been made to be like a monkey.
Yeah.
Because there are terms and conditions. This is a contract. So when Abraham was being told by God, I will give you in many kids, and I will do what? I've given you the land. This is the land. So once you understand, you see yourself in the scriptures, you can now know the terms and conditions.
Yes.
Because you can live to 90 years, but never discovered your purpose.
Yeah, sure.
But you can live 30. There are people who've died at 30, and these guys have lived a life that is, you can see.
Yeah,
because
very fulfilling.
You'll be empty.
Yeah.
You will always search for something.
Yeah.
Right? You'll always search for something because you haven't yet figured out what it is. But now when you understand those terms and conditions, go to the petrol station, hey, just a tank. Full tank. Right? It is V-Power, wake up V-Power.
Yes.
Right? So it is the same thing now with us as Africans.
Yes.
But when you don't take the time to realize this is us, this is our story, then you get left behind.
Okay.
Yes.
So this book also talks about the painful story of colonization and how we came out of slavery and that.
Yes. It gives you a snippet and gives you who are these people the Bible is talking about. How do you identify them?
Oh, okay.
You identify them through Deuteronomy 28. You look at the curses. Yes. You look at the curses. Who fits this profile? You know, like in the States, they say, women say, tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah.
Then you find short. And,
Malmalwas.
Yes.
Tall, round, and.
So you ask yourself, what is the description? If I tell you, go out there, it's a red car, it's a 4x4, it has a rooftop, it has black side mirrors. You're going to look for that car, right?
Yes.
Right? That is the description. So this Deuteronomy 28 gives you the description.
Yes.
Right? So you can't say that description throw out the window. It tells you who it is. So they were enslaved.
Yes.
They were sold.
Yes.
They were taught a foreign land. They took other names that are not their names.
Yes.
If you go to America, someone is called Smith.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
Here you come. Omondi, Mutua, Njoroge. Right? These are, because those names were these people were given foreign names. Now you come to Africa, you're speaking French, Portuguese, English, German.
Yes.
Those are foreign tongues. They're not to us. They're not common to us. The same way in when you look at, let's say, Kiswahili. Kiswahili is mainly Bantu. That's why, like, the Luo would suffer talking Kiswahili. But they're very good. Who you merge? Who you
Bwana
merge?
changu ameenda wapi?
But the English is top notch.
The English is good.
It's top notch, right?
Yes.
So because this is to them is a foreign tongue, because they're not used to it. It takes a while to learn it.
Yeah.
So these are the people described in the Bible. So the question is, if these are the people who are described and you can see them, where are they? Where was the transatlantic slave trade? Where was slavery being done from? Is there a record of it? Does it exist? Yes or no? Does it exist? Do we know who was taken as slaves?
Africans were taken as slaves. There is records of that.
So do we know who was colonized in the world?
Yes, we know.
So whose land was taken? Yes. Yes, we know. So how then do you tell us this is not the people? You have to pass those checklists.
Yeah.
Right? You have to pass those checklists. When you go to the airport with your passport and you're going to fly, they check, is this you? The passport has to have a photo.
Yeah.
And your name.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Even on a teller, when I'm going to the bank, the teller there is making a comparison between the photo they have and the person before them.
Yes. So now,
imagine, I'm not paying you, another person.
Now imagine someone has gone and said, now I'm coming to take this money. This is my account.
Yes.
And then
Nicholus is coming and the photo is Wabs.
Yes. And then they withdraw. And then now you go to the bank, you're told you're not the person. This is what has happened to us.
No, the owner of the money is now coming for the money.
Yes.
And is being told that no, this is not your...
You're faking it. And you have your ID, you have your passport, you have everything. And the other person didn't even have a photo. They just put another photo.
Yes.
That's exactly what is happening. Now, we have to move forward from this conversation to understand we need to take action. The first thing we have to do is understand this is our story.
Yes.
This is our land.
Okay.
What this book does, it tells you where Mount Sinai is, where they came from, how they came, where they were going eventually. But it gives you that exodus up to here.
Yes.
Then now you can see, once you have a landmark like Mount Sinai, nobody can lie to you.
That's correct.
If it is here in Africa, let's say if it's in Kenya, you want to tell me those years, those guys were white. It's just
it's common sense, because
the
this part of the tropical
white colony in Africa was in 1650 at the Cape Colony. That's the first white settlement. It's 1650, 350 or 400 years behind. Right? So this is our story. You read Isaka, his laughter. I'm not going to now. You're just Isaac in here. Just Isaac in. What are you Isaac in about? This is our story. You go to any Bantu, Zulu, they'll tell you Iseka.
Yes.
Is laughter. Right? Your name is just one name. The other name is your father's name. Yeah. Where you're coming from. And that describes what you are supposed to eventually to do. So this is our culture. In the Bible, you're told guys like Akina Job, Elijah, were eating insects. Those things when it rains, those two termites. See, guys cook them. In Uganda, you find them. If you go to Zambia.
Yes,
you see. They're described, right? Yes, you see the culture. So now someone is telling you, the other thing, they tell you this Ark of the Covenant was made using acacia trees.
Okay.
Where do you find the acacias? If they had to make so many of them, where do you find the acacias? So you find the acacias, and then they're telling you they had animals, wild animals. These are just like Masai Mara. Right?
So technically, where exactly? Maybe from your discovery and...
so now, in the book, there's something called the criteria list. The criteria list is in chapter 9, I believe. Chapter 8, page 93. So in page 93 is where you start the criteria. And I'll just give this to the people who are watching so that they get a bit of idea, right? So there is a criteria list.
Requirements first.
Yes.
All else
is just wandering. This is the criteria. This is like you say, I want a car. So you sit down and discuss, what car do you want?
Yes.
Right? You want a 4x4. You want it to be petrol
An SUV.
or diesel.
Yes.
How many seater? 6-seater, 7-seater, whatever.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Leather interior. Right?
Yes.
22-inch tires.
Yes.
Rims like this. Sound system
3000 cc.
Yes, unaona? 3000 cc. You see, sunroof. You already have the picture of the car.
Yes.
Right?
You can envision what your ambition.
Dark navy blue. Right? Tinted.
Yes.
Those are the requirements of the car.
Yes.
Right? So the same applies to this story.
Yes.
You have to start with the requirements. When you start the requirements, it removes bias. It removes the thing of saying, me, I think Mount Longonot is Sinai. Or I think Mount Kilimanjaro is Sinai.
Because we're guided by science now.
Yes.
And evidence.
Yes, guided by that requirements list.
Yeah.
In procurement, you have a thing they tell you, specifications.
Yes.
If you want water, you write the water. You want 20 liters, 5 liters, 1 liter, like that. So those are the specifications.
Yes.
So in this chapter, I give you just a snippet. I've given you 24, but I even give you like 6, just so you can do elimination. If this is not there, throw outside.
Yes.
If the sea of reeds, if it's not up out of Egypt, if it's in east, and the scripture says they went south, up, and then it's south. They're going southern Africa, right? So what are you doing on the east? Directions are very clear. North, east, rises.
The Bible is clear that go this way.
Yes.
This is where they were advised to go.
Yes,
and not
south. You can't go east if you're told to go south.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
2, there must be a sea of reeds.
And also, in case they disobeyed, the scripture could have mentioned they disobeyed.
They would have told us they went to Burkina Faso.
Yes.
And when they disobeyed, they wandered around.
Yes.
And that wandering has even evidence.
Yes.
The wandering is what you call this wildebeest migration. They're just coming from here, coming to Kenya, going back, coming to Kenya. This is the wandering that they're doing.
Okay.
Right? And in South Sudan, you have the biggest migration of animals, about 5 million. Most people don't know that. 5 million. It's symbolic of when these guys left Egypt. And Egypt reached up to South Sudan. Border in Kenya here.
Yes.
Yes. So this criteria is very critical. Because without it, I'll tell you, I've left my car outside. Here's the keys. It doesn't even have an alarm. How long will it take you to find that car? I've parked my car in CBD.
Just somewhere around there.
I told you I've parked.
Just go.
I don't even tell you the color. I don't even tell you the make.
And with the number of vehicles that are around here, I'm supposed to bring you that.
You're supposed to figure it out. That is what we are doing. But the scriptures are very clear. This is the criteria.
Yes.
This is what you need to go through. Right? So you go through it. Okay, so they went south. They went up out of Egypt.
Yes.
Up out of Egypt, meaning from South Sudan coming to East Africa, going all the way to Southern Africa. They didn't go east. Right? Then you are told sea of reeds.
Yes.
Then God tells you again, it's a river. In Exodus 17 verse 5. Yes. It is a river. That stick
that
you
is
used,
which verse again?
Exodus 17 verse 5.
Okay.
God tells Moses, use the stick you beat the river with. I didn't put it. It says there. God tells Moses, use the stick you beat the river with.
Yes.
So it is a river, not an ocean. So what are you doing in the ocean?
God himself says, take the stick
that you beat the river with. So it's the same like I tell you, go with the car that you came with.
Oh yeah, sure. So I can't go and now start purchasing hiring a new vehicle.
And then you tell me that is a different car.
Yeah,
you see.
Sure.
So take the stick you smote the river with.
Okay.
The river with.
Yes.
Not an ocean. So who's lied here?
Where did this knowledge of the ocean and the sea came?
Yeah, where is the ocean and the river coming in?
Because it's so popular among the people that it
Yes,
is,
because Hollywood has shown us it is this. It is an ocean. When Moses does like this, the waves are like on two sides.
But what's the distance between one point of that? Let's say, for example, it was an ocean, or the sea. The way the same way say. What's the distance between point A and point B? Should it have happened that yes, truly it was the ocean that was struck, and now they had to pass through by foot?
Good, very good question. In chapter 7, I tell you all about the crossing. It's called the Sea of Reeds crossing.
Sea of Reeds.
It's crossing. Page 75.
Page 75.
Right. So here, I tell you even what are the Sea of Reeds, where they are found.
Okay.
Right.
Reeds don't grow in salt water.
Yes.
Let that sink in.
Let that sink in.
Yes.
Reeds don't grow in salty water. So what business do we have for oceans? What business do we have for oceans? We have no business with the ocean.
Yes.
So they never got anywhere close to the ocean. What are they doing in the ocean? There's nowhere.
Yes.
So once you understand that is one criteria, don't go. Two, you've already been told it is up out of Egypt going south.
Yes.
What are you doing in the east? South. South is not east. Basic. If a kid can understand, a 5-year, 10-year-old, the direction of the compass, north, south, east, west.
Yes.
You've been told go south. What are you doing going east?
So these people came to East Africa?
Yes, they came to East Africa. Now, this information is a lot to absorb.
It's a lot.
It is a lot, because now you start and say, hey, you know, I can see he's like, yeah, is this real? Is this real?
Yeah.
Have we been lied to this long? But I'm not telling you to believe me. I'm telling you, you go check. If you get the book, you read, see. Does it say this? Does it match with what the Bible is saying? Not my interpretations or anything. Does it match? Two, in South Sudan, they still have the names of those places. Crossing of the river, dry land, how they crossed. Because most people don't know there is a wind that came from the east. In South Sudan, it's called Abiy. The name of the wind is called Abiy. So this wind comes from the east. It's something called a set down. It blows these reeds, right? The reeds they form like clusters. You've probably seen it in like ponds. When the wind blows, those things that float on the water, they can be blown to one side. It's the same phenomenon.
Yes.
So they have it. Then they cross over. Then you go to something called Mara, bitter waters. Now, for the purpose of just giving our readers something to bite, something to chew from the book, the Sea of Reeds crossing happened in South Sudan.
In South Sudan?
South Sudan.
Okay.
Yes. It has been recorded by Egyptians, by historians. They could not penetrate that area of reeds. It has never been penetrated. You can't cross it normally.
It is a river.
It is a river, and
called
it has reeds.
Sea of Reeds.
No, it's called the Sud. S-U-D-D.
Sud of Reeds.
Yes, it's called the Sud. The area is a swampy area. It's called the Sud. S-U-D-D.
Yes.
That is the Sud.
Yes.
Yes. That is the Sea of Reeds. So these other things, you are going to the east. I don't know where they got it from.
Okay.
Maybe they got a wrong message.
Okay.
Maybe the SMS came wrong number. But that is the place. So that is the crossing. Then you have to you have to subject this to that criteria and ask. So you have the Sea of Reeds. Okay, after that, what made the waters to be bitter? What they call Mara. What made the waters to be bitter? What made the waters to be sweet?
Uh,
They can't explain that, but we have it. It's there. If you look on page 87, I tell you which tree, what
page
makes
87.
yes, what makes the waters to be bitter. To this date, they still call that place Etham because it is named after a tree, the roots of that tree. So when there's a farm mine, even in Kenya, when there used to be a farm mine, used to call the farm mine after the food people used to eat. Like farming of maize, farming of bananas.
Yeah.
If you read our history, that's the way it
it's
was.
normally the scarcity that is
Yes.
of that moment is what that famine is.
Yes. So this now in South Sudan, they used to call Dawit Itham, the farming of the tubers, because you would dig up the roots of the tree to eat and boil. You see?
Yeah.
Now, if you, after that, this is what makes that bitter. On page 89, you see what made the waters to be sweet. And they tell you
The miracle tree.
Yes, they tell you. Moses took some wood and threw it in the water, right? And the waters became sweet. And that's the miracle. But they tell you, they just tell you, right? They just tell you the miracle tree. And it is there. We have it in our houses. We have it.
Yeah.
Right? But we don't
Moringa
know. Yes. Moringa. Why is it called the miracle tree? Because today, if you go on YouTube, you can put the seeds, the pods, and it clears the water. They've been using it for a long time in South Sudan. It didn't start now.
Okay.
Right? So now this is what we use as a criteria. These things, they add up to get to the location of the mountain and these places. Now, once you get to this place like the mountain, you also have to get other supporting things, like the rock of Horeb. Where is this rock that Moses struck and the water came out? Is it there? Does it exist? Yes, it exists.
Yes.
Where did they do the golden calf? What is the golden calf made from? What was it mimicking? It is here. We have it. So you have to pay attention to the. Yani, God gives you evidence better than DCI.
Kwa kalatas.
100%.
Yeah.
Keeping it 100. He tells you this, you go find it there. You get this, it is there. You get this, it is there.
Yes.
So when someone tells you there is a rock of Horeb, which is a rock, you see that thing, it is a rock. You go to the mountain, it is a mountain. It is not a hill.
Yeah.
A mountain is anything above 500 or 600 meters above.
Right.
So these are the things you're calling, these are hills. This is in Guinea, there are two hills. 600 meters and above is what is classified as a mountain.
Yeah.
So not anything 400 meters. Those are like hills.
Those are hills, yeah.
When you see a mountain, Kilimanjaro, Kenya, that is a mountain because it's a land feature. So when you're telling we are going there, you know where you're going.
Yeah.
Right? So that is the features. So you have to have supporting evidence.
Yes.
Not just this, you believe kumbaya and it is just a story in the air.
Okay.
You have to have scientific backing you up.
Okay.
This place must have archaeological evidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did they find anything there? Have they found any archaeological evidence? Yes or no?
Okay.
These places have got pottery. These guys used to cook. They needed firewood. They must have left charcoal.
Yes.
It is from charcoal you get carbon dating.
Okay.
Right? So these things must be there on evidence.
Yes.
See stories are Jabba. Now, from there, now you look at the criteria, you look at the mountain, you get all these details. It's a very difficult conversation, like I said, because it's a lot to take in.
Yes.
And once you do, does not mean that's the end of it.
Yes.
they still went to the land of the ancestors in Southern Africa. But first, it's to understand this is your story.
Okay.
Then I need to now go look at my terms and conditions so that I know what is benefit from me.
That is
because
true.
Deuteronomy 28 tells you of the curses that identify the people. But there's also the blessings that you get if you pay attention to the terms and conditions of the agreement.
The rewards.
The rewards are there.
Yes.
So why don't we want the rewards?
Okay.
Why are we being told, oh, you just live a poor life, then you go to heaven, there'll be streets of gold? If you go to heaven and you are not even used to gold on earth, how are you going to get used to mere pesa ikuzoe?
Hapa. Acha maneno ya
Hakuna iPhone 17 in heaven. There's no iPhone 17 in heaven, right? It doesn't mean you become arrogant, but it also doesn't mean you have a poverty mindset, right? This thing of just Christians must be poor,
that you postpone your happiness until the kingdom.
We are not in that business. You need to dress well. You need to eat out, right?
Okay.
You need to enjoy life.
Yeah. So now, I know this is actually a great read, and I believe it's something that even myself I'll be able to really enjoy while going through this. I want to invite you over here again, so that we can be able to chambua it even deeper.
And your viewers will have a lot of questions, comments.
I will collect those questions so that now next time when you're coming now, we're able to put all that together, then we'll be able to attend to them. Do you believe in the story of the Bible? And do you believe in the Bible as it is?
Yes, I believe in God 100%.
100%.
100%.
Okay. Yeah. And then question number 2 will be, in this book, and the way I've looked at it, you've been able to traverse the world and get this archaeological evidence. It looked like a very expensive project.
Yes.
Maybe somehow you're funded, or you are deep pocketed.
No.
Kama uko deep pocket, hata sisi usituache mbaya sana hapa. Unajua hatuko hata wengi hapa.
There's terms and conditions. Kuna terms and conditions.
Yes, sure.
So if you want, you can get out of the poverty.
Okay.
But it is your choice. You can stay in poverty, or you can get where there's abundance.
Yeah, sure.
It is really your choice.
Okay.
So when you decide you want abundance, you go look at Deuteronomy 28. What were they told? You keep to the side of the things that you need to keep, and it will come. You'll be the bird who is not competing with the monkey or the dog.
Okay.
But some of that is self-funded.
Okay.
Right? And of course, we have siblings, relatives, and things like that. They will chip in here and there. Yes.
As long as
accommodation. Sometimes you go to this country, someone hosts you. I didn't do it on my own.
That is there's an entire team behind the Nicholus.
There are people. There's a support system. There's a support structure.
Yeah, sure.
There's my wife, my son. Right? They're still going to school.
Yeah.
Right? This takes a lot of time.
A lot of time.
And you travel. So who do you live with? Right? There's a whole support system.
Sure. Nicholus Mutavi, that was actually a great point of introduction.
Yeah.
I would really want us to have this conversation again, so that we can now exhaust it.
Yes.
I had planned for us to have a very robust one, but tuseme ni mvua imefanya, we always have to have something to blame.
Mambo ya Mungu ni mengi.
Yes. So that's a very convenient point to finish this.
Yes.
And thank you so much for honoring our invitation to attend to RIBA SASA show.
Yes.
Allow us to just finish it there.
Thank you so much as well.
This is your home. Yes. We shall have you here again. Yes. We shall give you those questions, and I believe you'll be able to satisfy the concerns of our viewers.
Thank you
on
so
that.
much.
So, members of the public, this is Wabs, and like I always promise you, where do you get that again from? This is a person who has really traversed the world to give you that information with a lot of excellence. From when? Did you know that all these things are there? Subscribe to our channel. To the channel, your camera is right here.
Subscribe to the channel. Right?
Yes, sure.
So that you can follow up this discussion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and of course I know some people will ask, where do you get the book, things like that.
Yeah, sure.
My
By the way,
website.
where do you get the where would one want?
I have a website.
Will you want to also disclose how the damage?
No, they will get to the website.
Yes, sure.
Let me talk about the value. 1 minute.
Sure.
The value is if someone has been conning you.
Yes.
The day you realize they've been conning you,
yes,
you take away, you go. So this is the secret
yes,
that tells you who's been conning you and how
Yes.
much they've been stealing from you.
yes, exactly.
So that's the value, and you can pass it to your kids so that they don't
Absolutely.
get conned.
Yeah.
Right. So you can get it at nickmutavi.com. The website is there. You can order delivery from
Yes.
Kenya to US as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it on Amazon?
No, I'm not. It's not on Amazon.
Are you putting it on Amazon soon?
I will do it, but first we start from home.
Okay.
Let us wake up our friends and families, then we move to Amazon.
Okay. So thank you so much, and
Yes.
that's a great point to finish this.
Yes.
So, members of the public, it's a great moment, and allow me to see you on the next clip.